and welcome back to Bookish Theories. In today's video, we'd like to talk about NewJeans ASAP, focusing on a little breakdown of the lyrics and a music video to see what they can tell us about the story told in the MV. Now, as the song that concludes the album, ASAP is a track that is meant to leave a lingering feeling as the girls wish to reunite as soon as possible with their loved ones. According to the press release, the video also contains a special story with bunnies, thus suggesting that the loved ones NewJeans are calling are none other than their own fans. In the video, the special bond is portrayed with a story set in a dream world that the girls can access after falling asleep while reading a book. In this magical reality, NewJeans transform into fairies who are free to play around all day. They dance in the field, swim in the pond, and most importantly, reunite with their loving bunnies. As you may know, however, wherever there's fairies, there's also some trickery, because in this magical world, not all bunnies are the same. The first character we are introduced, in fact, is a giant bunny with claws and shape-shifting powers. This mysterious entity seems to want to come in between the fairies and the bunnies, possibly to keep them apart or to get all the attention for themselves. While in the story the dream world is a reality where NewJeans can happily spend their time with bunnies, this other entity seems to have different intentions. We see them pretending to be a talkie while hiding their identity behind a tree. They use their paw to mimic a bunny eating carrots, and later on we even see their claw transforming into a fluffy bunny of cuteness and rainbows. Now, while these bunnies may or may not be a teaser for upcoming pieces of merch, the intention of the trickster seemed to lure the girls in with its cuteness, but this is all a ruse. As soon as the entity flips the switch, the illusion is revealed, meaning that in the story this creature is not very trustworthy. While NewJeans only want to have fun with their bunnies, it's pretty clear that there is an imposter in the mix. On the clock, for instance, we see that among the hours dedicated to real bunnies, there is also a drawing portraying a skeleton bunny that doesn't look like the others. This same entity is also included in the final collage. We see the fairies right in the middle, their bunny ears shown on the left side, while on the right we see a cute bunny and a skeleton bunny with a human hand. The presence of this entity brings a darker and creepier vibe to the video as a whole, and as it turns out, there might actually be a reason as to why that is. You see, if the video is indeed a special story about bunnies, this same story seems to show that not everyone that looks like a bunny is indeed a real bunny. If we take this dream as a metaphor for the real life as idols, for instance, maybe the rabbit could symbolize those people that pretend to be fans but only bring chaos and division. When NewJeans are surrounded by bunnies to have fun with, you never know who lurks in the shadows. It could be real bunnies answering the call to hurry and come ASAP, but it could also be someone with more evil intentions that just wants to play them and trick them. Since in this context the fairy world is a dream reality, moreover, the creepy bunny could very well be a distortion of the dream they have. It could represent the darker side of the dream, a potential enemy hiding in plain sight, but in the video we also see the NewJeans are ultimately protected from this creature. Even if the trickster keeps lurking, the girls are on the lookout for it, and by the end they eventually wake up safely in their bedroom. Now, in terms of possible sources, this story seems very much inspired by Alice in Wonderland. For one, the narrative is structured like a dream, with the girls falling asleep while reading a book and waking up only after their adventure in the other world comes to an end. In one particular scene, we even see blonde Danielle sleeping under a tree surrounded by books, and this is a direct reference to the beginning of Alice, where she falls asleep instead of studying. In that story, moreover, the first creature that we meet is the white rabbit, and what does he do is running in a rush because he's late. In the video, the running rabbit is the first character we meet as well, not to mention the song itself references the ticking of the clock and the fact that we have to hurry and come ASAP. Like Alice falls asleep and gets to Wonderland, NewJeans fall asleep and get to Bunnyland. In both cases, this is a strange world that can be very beautiful and bright, but also very dark and creepy. If Alice is able to change size and go from giant to tiny, moreover, the same also happens to the fairies, whom we see interacting with a giant carrot. On top of that, the carrot party with the bunnies is a direct reference to Alice's tea party with the Mad Hatter and the March Hare. Not to mention that Honey is seen holding a mirror to the other world, possibly referencing the sequel Through the Looking Glass. Like Who With You, ASAP is another great example that you can draw inspiration from a classic and still find a way to make it original. To know what else NewJeans has in store for us, we'll have to wait and see. But in the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please think about liking and subscribing. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.